Hello YouTube, Dr. Sola coming to you from Lagos, Nigeria. I was about to say hello YouTube, this is your favorite doctor. Dr. Sola coming to you from Lagos, Nigeria, but I felt it was too cliche, so I'll stick to my old. This is Dr. Sola coming to you from Lagos, Nigeria. So, a couple of things. One, the last video I did was on my battery, where I did a firmware update to correct some performance issues I had. And did it work? Well, the first night we struggled a bit, and the reason we struggled was because we didn't fully charge the battery. The next day was very cloudy and we didn't fully charge the battery again. So that next day I think I had to turn the refrigerator off, this baby here, for the first time ever since I purchased it. And then the third day, we had enough sunshine and the battery fully charged. And from that point on, I have not experienced any issues. By 5, 6 a.m. in the morning, the battery is at 55%. 2 days ago, the worst I saw was about 37%, and I could not really explain why it's that way. One thing we're doing a lot more is we're cooking a lot more with this. So I have a hot plate with 2 burners, and I use the hot plate. We ran out of gas, so we've been using the hot plate quite a bit. The microwave, of course, the air fryer, of course. So I've seen a huge difference in performance since we did the update on the firmware. So the firmware update was a huge success. So we can put that to bed. The Dyness battery is doing what it's supposed to do, and life is good. Now, there is a question people have asked me about the Deye inverter. And one of the questions they asked me is, can it really output 5,000 watts? And they wanted me to run a test to see if it could output 5,000 watts. And if you read the literature that comes with it, or the owner's manual, it says you can charge and discharge 120 amps. So 100 amps is 5,000 watts. 120 amps is about 6,000 watts. So let's visit. In UPS mode, I think you could discharge 5,000 watts. In where you have the PV, which you can have 6,500 watts in PV, it's supposed to be able to allow you to discharge 6,500 watts, which is at 120 amps they're talking about. So today, we decided to put it to test. And what test did we decide to conduct? We put on our hot plate with 2 burners, the air fryer, my AC, 2 fans, the fridge of course is on, and a TV. And at some point, you see that number there? You see that spike? That was 4,371 watts. And I'll show you, I took a picture of the actual data that I was pulling. So I was pulling 4,370 watts. Let me see today. Yep, today. So this graph does not accurately reflect what happened. I will do that for you in a second. So we've seen 3,000 and change. Yeah, we saw 3,000. Oh, sorry for the day. So we saw 3,000, a little over 3,000 watts. This is claiming since it's not exceeded 3,000 watts, it's going to continue to show you 3,000 watts. So I'm going to go to my phone and show you a picture I took. So one of the things that I like about this particular inverter is it doesn't derate like our European friends do. So currently, as you can see, the DC temperature and the board temperature, 61 degrees C and 50 degrees C. At these temperatures, your inverters from Victron will start to derate. Derate means it will produce less than stated capacity. This continues to produce even full capacity, or continues to output full capacity even at these temperatures. So let me say that again. The Victron will tell you that at 35 degrees or 40 degrees it will derate. So does the Schneider. These guys tell you that they will output full at 40 degrees and I think up to 50 degrees before they start to derate. As you can see, our temperatures here exceed those numbers. And today, when I was pulling 4,300 watts out of it, temperatures were pretty high, like what you see now. As you hear, the fan isn't on, and it was allowing me to pull 4,370 watts out of 5,000 watts out of this inverter. So let me take you to my phone and show you pictures I took of the moment, and then I'll give you my quick summary on what I think about it. So if you look closely on the screen, you see I was producing 2,840 watts. I was discharging 1,630 from the batteries, and I was consuming 4,370 watts. Okay, so the inverter was allowing me to pull was allowing us to pull 4,375 watts spread between our PV and our battery. And let me see if I could see. So you could see that number here. Our load 4,371. At that point in time, I think it was somewhere like 1:30. We discharged 7.3 kilowatt. We consumed 7.3 kilowatt hours, and I think at that point we'd done 12 or 13 kilowatt hours in production. So my quick summary: this inverter is a real deal. I call it the Big Mac Daddy. And this is the 5 kilowatt. 5 kilowatt allowing to pull 4,375. That number is just killing. It's pretty warm here. My AC has been on since last night. Actually, it's been on for 2 days straight. That tells you how warm it is. As you can hear, there is no fan. The fan is not making any sounds. And now it begins to explain to me why Deye has a fan on the inside of the inverter and a fan on the outside, in addition to having a ridiculously large heatsink. So let me see if I can show you. You see the heatsink? All this here. Sorry for the shadow. All this here is heatsink. And this here is a fan. And the heatsink extends the full length of the inverter. And you can see it on the side of the inverter. Okay? So they're able to maintain temperatures that they feel are acceptable to the components inside. And of course, they have very good high quality components, and it allows them to do exactly what they told you that they're going to do. My inverter is rated for 5 kilowatts. I'm going to output 5 kilowatts. It's not the other manufacturers who tell you the inverter is rated for 4 kilowatts, they're only going to output 3,600 and then 3,800 for 30 minutes. That's absolute bull. Pardon the French. These guys tell you it's 5,000, he will output 5,000. It was not for 1 minute, it's for the entire period you could pull 5,000 out of it. So there again, and my batteries, they're performing well. My Deye inverter is performing well, so I give it a huge thumbs up. So once again, this is Dr. Sola coming to you from Lagos, Nigeria. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. If you are to subscribe, please click the subscribe button. I welcome your comments. I'm always excited. Not only do I get comments from you, but I get phone calls and emails. So I appreciate every one of you that has reached out, and I wish you all well. Please, if you're able to get the vaccine, get it. I'm going to try and get it tomorrow. Stay well, stay safe. Dr. Sola coming to you from Lagos, Nigeria.